Hi and welcome to another video update from the Fire Brigade Union. We're here at the Union's head office in London and we're joined by General Secretary Matt Wrack. We're going to be discussing the issue of emergency medical response, and that's a number of trials that firefighters are undertaking. Matt, this has gone for a period of time. Can you give us a brief update on where we are with this so far?
Yeah, Tam, we've been engaged in discussions for a long time with our employers, and we've been to the past two union conferences where we've discussed this. It's about discussing with our members through conference and then with the employers what the fire service does and what it might do in the future. The truth is that the work that firefighters done has always evolved, and we're discussing that again. So last autumn we started a whole series of trials, some of which relate to this work around emergency medical response, co-responding type activities. And there are now 31 trials in place around the country, and what we've just been discussing, we discussed at our conference the possibility of it, and we've now been discussing with the employers, and we've now reached an agreement about extending those trials. So that means that those trials will now carry on until February 2017. And the reason for that is that this is partly about examining whether it would work, examining what contribution firefighters could make, whether lives can be saved, but also making sure it's done properly, because there are issues around safety, about procedures, about getting the evidence together. So we are currently commissioning researchers to actually study the trials, look at the data and produce a report that we can look at, the employers can look at, we can take to government and so on.
Well, Matt, firefighters out there who might be undertaking these trials would have expected them to stop just now. You said that there's an extension. Exactly why is an extension necessary at this moment in time?
Well, what happened is we started the trials. Some of the trials started, as I say, last autumn. Some of them started very late in the day, and we're concerned that the adequate data hasn't yet been collated. The trials we're looking at have all been approved by the National Joint Council. In some cases there is only 2 months data, and we haven't got that report assessed as yet, that data analysed and assessed as yet. And we are currently, as I say, we've identified researchers to do that work, but to do that properly we think we need more time, more data, more information from the local trials to produce a proper report.
So an extension until February of next year of these trials. Now, firefighters out there, this is so far departed from the traditional work of a firefighter, and members undertaking that might have specific concerns regarding that. I mean, what would you say to the firefighters out there that do have these concerns?
A number of points, I think, Tam. First of all, I completely get people's concerns. You know, it's different from the fire service I joined, but equally it's important to make the point that the fire service has always evolved. Our job has always evolved. If you go back to the 1950s, we weren't really attending road traffic collisions. It's now bread and butter. If you take the inspection of workplaces, again, before 1960, we weren't out there inspecting buildings and premises to see if fire safety is being complied with. So we have always evolved, and we as a union have always played a role in saying how do we professionalise ourselves, because professionalising is about status and ultimately about pay, for example. So we need to address those side of things. It needs to be done properly. So we need to, if we do change, then what are the ground rules that we operate to? What's the procedures? There's training, all of those issues. And on the specific concerns, yeah, I think I understand people will have specific concerns. Some of those have been raised directly with me by people I know who are doing this on the ground in fire services. None of the trials are nationally agreed trials about a framework. What they don't replace is the need for local discussion about specific issues. So people still have the right to raise health and safety concerns. People still have the right to raise normal industrial relations concerns about their job. There should be, and in fact the NJC agreement makes clear, there should be local discussion about all these things to make sure those concerns are being addressed. We've got a team of officials working on this. They will be coming together to identify what specific themes might have emerged, and we've got a number of those already, and maybe raising those with the employers to say something needs to go out jointly on them.
Matt, thanks very much. For further detail, please visit our website, that's www.fbu.org.uk, or you can follow us now on Facebook, and that's the Fire Brigade Union, or for quick updates, please follow us on Twitter, and that's @FBU National. Until next time, thanks very much.